got a new pack. Hi everyone, my name is Simon. Welcome to my channel. In this video I'm talking about a new backpack that I've purchased. It's the Osprey Atmos AG 65 litre, which is this bad boy here. Smash a like on the video if you enjoy this and do subscribe if you're new. Thanks. So just in terms of the why then, I looked at loads of packs and I did loads of research, and I didn't really want to get a pack that sort of everyone else had and just kind of wanted to make my own decision on that. So I looked at a whole bunch of packs. I even looked at like US ones, for example, and I just thought with the cost of some of those and getting them imported to the UK, they were looking at even more expensive than some of the Osprey packs. So this one here cost me £160. It weighs about 2.2 kilograms, so it's a bit heavier than the Osprey Atmos 48 litre pack that I had. But I wanted Osprey because I knew, like I've had a couple of packs from Osprey before and I knew it was a good brand. So I didn't necessarily want to go outside of that, but I wanted something different. So after doing lots of research, this is the one I ended up with. So let me just talk you through it. The first thing to mention then for this pack is the AG, which stands for anti-gravity. So it's got a suspended anti-gravity back system. Essentially means it has a frame. Like all Osprey packs, they have a frame, which keeps the load being transferred from your shoulders, and it transfers it through your hips instead. And it just makes for a really comfortable experience. And what it also does is it keeps a nice gap between your back and the pack. So it's really good for ventilation and sweat and all that kind of stuff. So there's airflow there. This is one of the things I really like about these packs. The first thing I noticed when taking it out, it's huge. And obviously it's a 65 litre. I mentioned already I had the Atmos 48 before this. And that was obviously a smaller pack. So this felt like a beast in comparison. You could feel the weight difference. I believe the Atmos 48 is around 1.1 kilograms. So there's a real difference there. But having taken it out, it's slim and it looks absolutely stunning. Like all the toggles and all the kind of loops and stuff, when you feel them, you kind of can really feel the quality, and it's a really attractive pack in my view. It's also got sort of nice big hoops on all the zippers and they feel quality. So if you've got gloves on, for example, you can easily get your fingers in. So it's got a fully ventilated hip belt and a mesh back panel, which offers really good load support and comfort and breathability. Obviously with Osprey, the customer service is going to be really good. So if you have any issues, you're going to be able to get in contact with them. And I've read reviews where people have done that and they've just sorted out the issues, no problem at all. I also saw a review that said for this that up to 21 kilograms, then the back panel does start to sag a little bit, but that's a huge amount of weight. I mean, normally I'm carrying maximum sort of 11, 12, maybe even 13 kilograms. So even up to that weight, you're still going to be absolutely fine, which is a huge amount of weight. Yeah, I'd recommend if you are going to the shop, get fitted for this and just try it out and see how it feels. And it comes in 3 different sizes, so small, medium and large, and they all offer slightly different sizes in terms of the literage, and I'll put that below. So it has trekking pole attachment loops, which a lot of the Osprey packs do have. And it's also got loops for your ice axe if you wanted to put those in as well. And those functions mean for this trekking pole specifically, you can actually just access the poles without having to take the pack off, which is a really cool feature. It's got a sleeping bag base in the bottom of the pack, so you can easily put your sleeping bag in there, and that's a separate compartment from the main pack itself. You can put anything in there, but it's pretty cool just to put your sleeping bag at the bottom, one of the heavier items, so it makes sense to put it there. And it's completely separate. It's got easy access pockets. Again, you don't have to remove the pack, you can just reach around. So for example, the side stretch pockets, it's got 2 of those on either side, which I really like. So you can put your water bottle in there, for example, and just remove it without having to remove the pack. And it's got a side stretch, rather a front stretch pocket as well. The stretch material is really cool on the Osprey packs because it means you can just fit so much stuff in there. I've had loads of things in here, like my down jacket's gone in there, and then a couple of beers as well. It's also got these side pockets, and that's really cool. So I like that. It's just an extra. So this, again, these side pockets are completely separate from the main pack itself, and hello, good for carrying your beers. And there's one on either side, so there's another one around here as well. Just there, which is really great, I think. It's also got an integrated detachable rain cover, which I think is really useful. Not all the Osprey packs come with that, but it's just a nice addition. Obviously, this is made from a nylon material for the most part, so it won't be rainproof. So you can put that over the top and avoid getting your gear wet. And that just sits nicely in the top pocket here, and a little label on there saying rain cover. There's another pocket just at the top at the back, so just underneath that. I tend to put things in there like my medical kit, or just things that I want to access easily, like gloves, for example, or hats. It's got a water bladder reservoir, so you can put your water bladder in the back and have one of those tubes coming over the side so you can drink your water out of it. So that's quite a nice feature. Personally, I don't use the water bladders, but still a nice feature. Also has twin compression webbing straps here on the back. So these are really chunky and good quality, and it makes the pack feel so comfortable on the Osprey packs. It's really excellent. So it's really not going to feel like you're carrying a huge amount of weight, and certainly that was the case with my old pack. It's also got a key attachment, which I think is really useful in the top pocket here. So you're not going to lose your keys. Always, I tend to put them in the hip belt pockets, but this one has a useful key attachment, so that's going to really help with that. It's obviously got the hip belt pockets as well. And the thing to notice about these, because of the webbing, and it's almost got like a kind of a spring-loaded system where it just instantly tucks back in, so they're constantly clinging to your hips. So it's more comfortable that way, and I'm sure that would help with the load being transferred towards your hips as well, as I mentioned earlier, in terms of how the frame works. And just further to the hip belt pockets as well, one on each side. They're absolutely massive, so you could easily fit your phone in there, for example. And then lastly, the brain at the top. This is completely detachable, and it has a separate flap that comes over the top to keep all your gear safe. So if you wanted to reduce the weight of the pack a little bit and you didn't need the top section, you could remove this whole brain, which I think is a nice, really cool feature, and then put the flap over the top. And then you're good to go. And it reduces the capacity, obviously, but then you've got a lighter pack for those occasions when you want something a bit lighter. This pack can be used for like a single day hike, or you can use it for multiple days. It's slightly heavier than some of the other packs. It's probably one of the heavier ones that you're going to get, but you can definitely see the quality. And as I've mentioned already, in terms of how it looks, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Got an Exoform BioStretch harness with a lifter bar, whatever that is, but effectively it means it's really flexible in terms of, so you can adjust the back panel, which slides up and down, which moves the straps around, so you can get it as comfortable as you possibly can depending on your height. And I've already mentioned it comes in 3 different sizes. It's got some straps on the bottom, so you can strap a tent on the outside, for example, and these actually have clippers, which I love. I've mentioned in a previous video, but I had the Osprey Talon before as well, and that had these straps at the bottom which actually had quite substantial clippers in them, whereas the Exos 48 doesn't have those. So this is a brilliant addition. So you can strap things to the side. Personally, I prefer not to do that kind of thing. I like to put things inside my tent, but I've definitely done it with packs in the past where I've just not had enough room. So you're going to have the security that's going to feel nice and safe strapped to the outside of your pack. Right guys, that is it. So it's the Osprey Atmos AG 65 litre backpack. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Do hit a like on the video if you did, and do subscribe if you are new. It would really help support the channel. Hopefully I can get out and start using this soon. April the 12th in England, different dates for other nations in the UK, slightly later I believe. So hopefully I'll be able to get this out soon on some trips, and I can show you what it's like out in the field. Take care everyone, stay safe, peace.